What I mean by out here is Cabo Verde, a tiny West African country out in the North Atlantic made up of 10 islands. And I'm on the island of Boa Vista after a crap 2-day passage. I mean, really crap 2-day passage.
Well, here's the bay I sailed up a few hours ago. I'm at anchor, and apart from this guy, there's no one else. I have the place to myself.
What do I mean about pussies? I mean wimps, wusses, sissies, namby-pambies, cowards. I've been often called that by bullies and my ex-wife, so solo sailing out here was my own personal challenge to test out the actual size of my testicles. But let's step back a few days before I tell this tale. I had an autopilot problem and needed to find parts, which is challenging in itself here in this tiny West African country.
Well, looks like I got my part from Boats TV. Luckily, they had just the part that I needed because the whole kit was like 300 euros, man. And this I got for 80. Just these little pieces here. But they had the part, that was the most important thing. Thanks Boats TV, thanks Kai, up here at Boats TV. I gotta go find a belt. Apparently it's a standard belt. And I should be able to find it in an auto parts store. I'm gonna walk over there, it's pretty close by. Everything's close here in Mindelo. And my Raymarine autopilot is really cool, I love it. It's fantastic, but Moss, that's a kind of a slang for saying man in Creole. 300 euros for those little gears, man. And that, luckily, like I said, luckily I got them for only 80. And they gave me a good deal because, you know, I'm winded Voyage and I'm a Sailor Alex, you know. So, and I speak Creole. So I get special deals. They didn't have the belt, so apparently you can find them in auto parts stores or other. So I gotta walk there. Could have taken a taxi, but walking keeps you in shape, man. It's good. Good for the soul, good for the leg, good for the hip. Met some dude who's like, hey man, don't you remember me? Thing is about being in this town for a while, you know people everywhere. And the other thing today, I think I met 2 or 3 people who recognize me from my YouTube channel. People come up to me and they're like, hey Alex, man, I'm following you on YouTube. I'm like, oh, cool. There was some guy from the Czech Republic, and then another dude, Cape Verdean dude. He's like, come here Alex, man. He's a computer dude, he fixes computer, and we talked for a long time. He's like, yeah, I've been watching you and love your stuff. He knows my whole story. He's like, yeah, so you're back with your girl? And I'm like, yeah. So, pretty cool, man. Semi-famous. Me and Elvis are looking around for the piece, the belt that we're looking for, and we found a place, but it's closed until 3 o'clock, so we're having some lunch here at this little place. משתלים אלוויס, אל מג'דם שפיאנפס, קורא? Correr. So, and we're gonna have something to eat. Now, agora nós temos fome e não vou comer. No luck. That store basically has usually everything. Did not have this belt. They had a bunch of other ones, but just did not fit. Let's hope this one has some life, and maybe I can order one and get it sent to me. I left Tuesday morning. It was a great day. Wind conditions look pretty good for me, and I made it up the canal pretty well. Then I started going across the islands, and wind started blowing 25 knots and stuff, big waves. And I just couldn't make it over this one island, San Nicolau, you know, get over it, back down, to get a better angle on the wind. But the wind said it was not going to give me a good angle. So I decided, hey, this time I'm taking another route. I'm going south of San Nicolau Island. So there, it's just like at one point it's blowing 35 knots of wind, but it's downwind. And finally, it calms down, lured at the island. Turn on the motor, because at one point there's no wind. And I get further down the island, near the point, and the wind's coming down like that, and then like that. And I go around the point of the island thinking I could go up and navigate, lured at the island, lured of the waves and everything. But when I get down here, it is blowing like a motherfucker, man. Oh my god. It was like a friggin' movie. It was just insane. Like, water's flashing everywhere. Autopilot's having a tough time. I'm like, furl up to Genoa, and I'm like, start running, run with the wind. Till it finally seems like it settles down to like 18, 20 knots. I'm like, oh, good. And mind you, this is like at 11 o'clock at night, so it's pitch black. I decided I'm gonna take a rest here, because I can't sleep in any of the other cabins. This cabin is filled with all the computer stuff that I'm bringing down to him, as well as this engine that's not working. So I lay down in this cabin, which is quite comfortable. I'm like sleeping, the boat is rocking, it's going its thing, Calapan's doing its thing, and all of a sudden I hear. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck is that? Oh no, it's the autopilot. God, I get out, and it's just blowing again like crazy, just back up to 25 knots and more, and the waves, it's like doing that to the autopilot. I'm like, turn off the autopilot. I'm like holding on to the helm, trying to hold on. I'm just like, these waves are coming across, flashing. I got my wet gear on, you know, to kind of protect myself, get back out there, and go running again with the wind. And then finally I tie up my bungee cords, kind of acting like on wind vane, and I'm just exhausted, and I'm just like, read it. I'm gonna lay down for a while, let the boat drift, let it do what it has to do. I woke up every like 20 minutes, a half hour. I kept looking at the time, and it was like, oh, this night is just non-stop. It's just going on and on and on. The boat is like not going on a good bearing. It's going more south than I wanted to. I'm just praying for the day to come and the sun to come out and for the wind to drop. But finally it did in the morning, and things kind of settled and everything. And I'm like checking my bearing. I'm like, I'm not doing so well. I'm going south. Man, finally I get to Boavista, near Boavista, but it's like sunset. And I'm like, I got about 15 to 20 miles to go upwind, directly up friggin' wind again. I hate going friggin' against the wind in this godforsaken archipelago for wind. It's just crazy here. It just beats the shit out of you, man. And me, and my boat, everything. So, anyways, I'm like, stay positive. The boat had been handling pretty darn well with the bungees. I got plenty of rest. I'm going up there. Sun is setting. Furl up to Genoa. Make my way up into the waves with the motor. Thank God Simone is running well. But just going blush water. Going up, getting close to land. And I can't see land. I can't see anything. But thanks to darkness and lights, I finally see something on land. And I look at the map and I'm like, oh my God. I still got a ways to go. I don't know where this light blinds me. It's like a fishing boat, like, you know, not far from me. Like, where the hell is he going? So I start following him, like, he knows where he's going. But then he disappears again. They just like turn the lights on and off. Boop, boop, boop. Anyways, I zigzag my way up into the wind. Finally, I get into the bay. And there's some rocks there that you have to be careful of that I can see in the charts. And that's like, and then I look at the depth, I'm like, wow, there's only 10 meters deep here. Oh yeah, it's a big long beach. This is like beautiful, actually. But I'm like, I gotta be careful not to run aground. So I finally make my way up here, poof, drop the anchor, and here I am. I was so sore last night when I came in, but you know, made my soup. Well, let's check out what's going on with this autopilot.
Okay, discovery number one. There's something a little strange here. Huh? Didn't sound so good, right? It holds on the lighter conditions, but okay, let's open up the casing and see what's going on in there and see why it's doing that. I wasn't going to resolve this problem here so easily. But I wasn't here for just that. See? I had something just as important to attend to.
to clean these off. Yeah, the gang is back together, you see. I came to Voyage to
found me.
seek and find my friend.
See how special I am?
She is special. You know she's special. She knows she's special. Yeah. We're gonna hang out later tonight. Just having a grog now. She has to go back to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's responsible now.
Yes, I am.
Um bocadinho. Mais que antes.
I am.
No, she is. Nice place, man, here.
Yeah.
Check this out.
I wasn't thinking about any problems now. Got grog, great view, and a great friend. And this was where I would spend the next couple of days. Me, Galopin, and one other boat out here. As well as a pretty special person who'll come by.
Everybody remembers Mauricio now? Huh?
Yeah, I hope so.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know?
Hi guys. I'm Marisia.
Remember she came here, what is it, 4 months ago?
Yeah, 3 months and some days. Yeah.
Remember? We sailed together from Mindelo, stopped in Sal, and came here. And I dropped her off to work.
Yes, I came here to work on an animation team in a hotel called Iberostar. So that's it.
And how is it? Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it because we dance and I love dance. It can be a little bit stressing, not a little bit, it is, but I like it, yeah.
Thanks for coming aboard Galopin Winded Voyage. This is our studios. You know, it's the good people on Patreon who are making this happen and keeping us afloat. Hope you'll join our community there. We've got a lot of cool extra perks this year, like live updates, news, photos, videos, and I've even taken a stab at writing some short stories which are not for general audiences on YouTube. Plus, our friend and patron Graham started a WhatsApp chat that he aptly called Galopin's Cockpit. Guys from all over have joined, and we can talk and chat uncensored, say whatever we want, and discuss anything. And it's this community that's contributing to the continuation of this Living Adventure series. Or you can watch for free on YouTube. Just make sure to give us a like or dislike or leave a comment, and definitely subscribe. So thanks for coming along on Winded Voyage, man.